The first game tonight of the 68th annual PIT match is the Norfolk Sports Club and Johnny King. Now time to introduce the teams. First, the visiting team will be Johnny King, and they will be the guests on the scoreboard. For Johnny King, introducing a 6'10" center from Providence, number 20, Nate Watson. A 6'9" forward from Notre Dame, number 10, Paul Atkinson. A 6'8" forward from Syracuse, number 11, Jimmy Beheim. A 6'7" forward from Oakland, number 14, Jamal Kane. A 6'5" guard from Texas A&M, number 3, Quentin Jackson. A 6'4" guard from Weber State, number 12, Kobe McEwen. A 6'4" guard from Minnesota, number 5, Peyton Willis. And a 6'1" guard from UConn, number 13, R.J. Cole. The coaches for Janet King, Mike Holland and Roland Ross, and from the NBA, Arinze Onuaku. Now it's time to introduce the Norfolk Sports Club, the home team, the Truckers on the scoreboard. A 7-foot center from Ole Miss, number 20, Nasir Brooks. A 6'8" forward from Virginia Tech, number 22, Kevin Aluma. A 6'7" center from Creighton, number 15, Ryan Hawkins. 6'7" forward from Georgia Tech, number 14, Jordan Usher. A 6'6" forward from Seton Hall, number 12, Jared Roden. A 6'4" guard from Loyola Chicago, number 10, Lucas Williamson. A 6'3" guard from Texas, number 2, Courtney Ramey. And a 6-foot guard from Northwest Missouri, number 4, Trevor Hudgens. The Norfolk Sports Club coaches, Mike Head and Mark Butts, and from the NBA, Isaiah Austin. Our officials for Game 1 of the PIT, Jeffrey Smith, Charles Watson, and Lily Pander.
And welcome to the 68th Annual Portsmouth Invitational Tournament here at Churchland High School. I am James Blackburn on the call, here with my main guy, Jordan Tyler. And Jordan, it's great to be back at the gym, man.
Great to be back in the fold, James. Great to see you. Great to see all the action. First time back from COVID.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a really good one. We've got here at Game 1, we've got in the blue jerseys, Norfolk Sports Club versus Janie King in the white. Or I'm sorry, I got that backwards. Norfolk Sports Club's actually in the white jerseys versus Janie King, which is a new sponsor this year from the sponsors that we remember. And who are some of the guys you're looking forward to seeing in this one, Jordan?
Sure. So, to me, Trevor Hudgens definitely stands out. D2, one of the most decorated D2 players of all time, actually. He has 8 losses in his entire career. Special player. Let's see if he can play against lengthier wings and see how he can face the NBA competition.
And he's number 4 in white. So he's on the floor right now. You can see him. He ended up winning a D2 national title just a couple weeks ago. D2 Player of the Year, really exciting player. Can break his man down, score one-on-one. So it'll be interesting to see him. He's going up against R.J. Cole right now in blue, starting point guard from UConn this year. Really good player as well.
Yes.
And these guys, you know, first game, getting under their belts, they're probably a little nervous. You've got all 30 NBA teams here. You've got numerous overseas teams, so a lot of eyes on these guys this week. We'll be talking about that. So you might see some jitters right away until they start to get used to the court, get used to the new NBA ball, get used to NBA rules, the NBA three-point line. A lot to go over here.
Definitely a lot.
Who are you looking forward to seeing on Yanni King?
On Yanni King, probably Quentin Jackson. Super explosive. You just saw his take to the basket before.
Quentin Jackson, number 3 from Texas A&M, 6'5". I know I'm excited to see Kevin Aluma, who's number 22 in white from Virginia Tech. He had a great year this year, and could really stretch the floor. He's on the floor right now. You'll see him, and he'll be playing a lot of the power forward position this week. Had a great year for Virginia Tech. They came on late, had a slow start in the ACC, came on late, and ended up surprising a lot of people in the ACC tournament, ended up winning it.
Beating that excellent Duke team, right, with all that talent, all the NBA talent. It's incredible.
Yeah, there he is right here leading the break. Aluma loses the handle on it. Looks like R.J. Cole got in there. And
that's Jackson.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. And then that's Nate Watson from Providence, number 20, with the follow. So we get our first 2 points here. We're going to play. What's interesting is we have a crossover between rules here. So we have some NBA rules, some college rules. We play 2 20-minute halves, Jordan. So in case the listeners are wondering why we're not playing quarters, we're actually playing halves. And you're going to see maybe a lot of short shots early on this week, especially with that NBA three-point line. The players, if you can notice on the floor, the white line is NBA, the high school is the black line.
Big difference.
Big difference. Guys still trying to get off those legs.
Yeah.
Oh, nice block there for Aluma that time. So get that shot out of here.
Your guy to watch, man, coming out early. And
we're going to try, by the way, for our listeners, we're going to try to have live stats. So I know they do a good job here. The committee and everybody involved always does an amazing job. And I know that they're supposed to have live stats showing up. So as soon as we get those pulled up here on our computer, we will definitely keep you guys updated. Again, this is the 68th annual event. I know, Jordan, I think you've been coming here at least for about 6 or 7 years.
Yeah,
at
7
least.
years.
Okay, and this is my 9th tournament. So we're definitely not rookies, but compared to some of these scouts here, they've been coming here for, some of them for 40, 50 years.
It's incredible.
It's just an awesome event, always at the same gym. So these teams now, Jordan, will play 3 games. So everybody plays 3 games this week. And if you win, you essentially get moved to the winner's bracket. If you lose, you go to the loser's bracket. So you'll see here on the network, here on Prep Spin, you'll see the championship game. I believe that's going to be Saturday night. So if you're with us today, hopefully we're entertaining enough for you guys to stick around. Here's Aluma right here. You'll see him operating a lot at the top of the key. And he passes to your guy, Trevor. Nice kick out. And there's
Williamson.
Yeah, tough shot there. Williamson from Loyola Chicago had a great season this year. Really good scorer.
RJ pushing the tempo, but here's Williamson again. Here we go.
Nice skip pass. There's
Jordan Usher.
Yeah, Jordan Usher had a good season this year. He's an athletic wing, really versatile. I know Georgia Tech didn't have a great season in the ACC, but he really stood out, can rebound it. What's going to be interesting to see, Jordan, this week is if he can hit the NBA 3 consistently. So he's kind of up and down a little bit this year at Georgia Tech, but he could definitely make that shot, and he's going to be a tough guard. He could potentially be a guy that the NBA teams are going to be really interested in. Just look at his body and everything.
Definitely an NBA body.
So we've not had a lot of scoring here with almost 4 minutes gone by, and it's 2-0. Here's Hudgens, does a nice job keeping the defense behind him. Nice kick out there, but again, a short 3. You're going to see that a little bit all week, and it's going to be the guys that win this tournament, Jordan, we've seen this, are the ones that adjust the quickest. They adjust to the officiating, they adjust to the physicality, they adjust to the three-point line, the up and down play, the NBA-style offense. A lot to go over there.
For sure, James. And it's not always the team that comes out of the gate storm hitting every 3. It's a team that kind of lasts.
Nazir Brooks from Ole Miss, 7-footer, misses off the back of the rim there.
Here's Jackson, great take.
Nice change of speed. Another miss short. Aluma with another rebound. I'm not keeping official track, but I want to say that's at least 3 for him early on. He's done a nice job controlling the paint. Here's Usher, nice over-the-top pass. Nice finish for Brooks there. So we've got a tie ball game as Norfolk Sports Club finally gets off the 0 mark. Good defense there by Huggins, showing he can move his feet against an elite Power 5 guard. you're going to see a lot of side pick and rolls this week, and the NBA teams are going to see who can read the defense, who can play through contact, who can create separation.
A lot of stretches too, so they're looking for the pick and pop.
Absolutely, yeah. And another thing that's always interesting here is to see who's in shape, because it's going to be, there's not going to be media timeouts. There's not going to be reviews, so there's not going to be as many stoppages as they might be used to in a college game. So who's going to be able to get up and down, and especially in this one. I mean, we've gone by 5 minutes, and it's gone by so fast. Oh, nice pump fake.
Good move. Nice pass.
That's Jackson that was short on that one. Here come Norfolk's. Here comes Usher in transition. That's where he's really dangerous. Good pass. Yep, nice little touch there for Brooks, and Brooks has all 4 of the points. Again, Nazir Brooks out of Ole Miss, 7-footer, 245 pounds. R.J. Cole's done a nice job of kind of carving his way through, but they, again, just some tightness, of bodies. Guys are just a little, nervous, a little tight. You notice the crowd, there's not a lot of talking. They're not used to this environment. It's just it's very quiet in the gym, and
pandemic will do that to you, right?
Guys are trying to get used. Now there's Usher. That's what we were talking about.
Shot.
If he can make the NBA 3, and he shows there, it's a big NBA 3, and Norfolk Sports Club on a nice run right now, 7-2. And you want to put out any scoring predictions this game for a final score?
Ooh, that's tough. It's looking like a low-scoring one.
It is looking like one. Maybe first one to 60 wins.
I feel like they'll warm up in the second half.
They will. They'll start hitting some shots. But as the week goes on, they'll start getting better with that stuff as well.
For sure. So you were talking about R.J. Cole before.
Yeah.
When I think about him, I think he's really transformed his whole game. I feel like at the beginning he was just slashed the entire time. He would make some bad decisions driving to the rim, make some mistakes. Now I feel like he's playing more of a point guard role. And it's good to see that he's trying to distribute the ball here, because that's what scouts are looking for.
Absolutely. Here's Kobe McEwen out of Weber State. Oh, rifle pass down to Paul Atkinson Jr. from Notre Dame. Couldn't handle it. Paul Atkinson's another guy to keep an eye on. I'm surprised he came off the bench. He's a guy, Jordan, that had a really good season at Notre Dame in the ACC. He's a skilled and smart big, really good footwork in the post. Could score it with either hand. What's going to be interesting to see here is if he could show off his shot at all, because he didn't really shoot it much at all from the perimeter this year in college. But you see kind of his body, and he's going to play a lot on the low block.
Definitely the last of a dying breed. I was going to ask you about him, the true post.
And that's anybody that knows me at all knows that I'm a super old school guy, and I love going in the post and feeding the big man. So hopefully he'll get some touches down there, but I'm sure that he's going to try to show off as well ability to shoot the 15-footer and stretch the floor a little bit.
I think scouts for him are going to be seeing how he plays defense, if he can be a rim protector on the other end. I think that's kind of where there's been some concerns. So we'll see.
There's a Luma right now at the free throw line. Misses short, so we've got some substitutions for both teams as Ryan Hawkins, number 15 in white, comes in, and Creighton had another excellent year. Again, they're just always a premier club. Seems like a team you can't bet against in the tournament, and Hawkins had a great season with them.
Do you think they would have won if Kalkbrenner didn't get hurt?
They would have had a shot to go a little bit further. I do believe that. Luma misses twice. There's our guy Atkinson on the rebound, and let's see if Yanni King could get some points in transition here. They've been kind of stuck to the half court. This is what we were talking about. This is a good matchup right here early on. Nice second jump there from Atkinson. That's really impressive. Luma played good defense to start, but Atkinson got around him on the little spin, got on the baseline side. Oh, nice backdoor cut.
Roden couldn't finish that one, but
this is Jamal Kane from Oakland. We haven't called him out yet, and I have not seen him this year. I don't know much about him, but
he's a former Marquette guy.
Okay.
And he needs to show that he can hit the three-point stroke. That's kind of what scouts are looking for with him.
Okay. Nice little nifty scoop there from R.J. Cole out of UConn. 6'1". We've called his name out a few times, and that time he took it himself. Nice little nifty move in the paint.
Little New Jersey jelly for you.
Here's Hawkins on the drive. Kicks out to Huggins. Huggins for the sweet 3. That's Jordan's guy, Trevor Huggins.
Former teammate. So Hawkins before he was on Northwest Missouri State and transferred to Creighton this year. So PIT set them up together.
Nice take there from Quentin Jackson from Texas A&M. Gets the friendly roll, gets the first and 1 of the tournament.
I really like him.
Yeah, that's an interesting nugget there, Jordan, about Hawkins with the transfer. And, of course, Northwest Missouri, if I'm not mistaken, they've won 3 straight Division II national titles.
Yep. So Hudgens is undefeated in the NCAA tournament. The 1 year where they didn't win was because of COVID.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that's I'd say that's one of the most impressive resumes of any player in college history to win every year a championship in college at any level. And then he did it at the Division II level, which we know is really tough. So this is him right here dancing on the perimeter. Nice little bounce pass.
Nice shot. There's Roden. Good to see him get it going.
Jordan Roden. Oh, no, that was Lucas Williamson. So there's a number issue we're going to have to figure out here is who's who, because there's number 11 we're trying to figure out. All right. And we'll get that figured out for you guys. So
Peyton Willis with a 3. Nice pull-up 3.
Peyton Willis out of Minnesota, 6'4" wing. Comes off the bench. Man, these guys that came off the bench were ready. They came off. They were ready to go fire. And here comes Ryan Hawkins trying to answer. Wasn't able to put it down.
McEwen.
You know, these guys, sometimes they're a little loose on that handle. They've got to get used to that new NBA ball. I know some of these colleges, they have a ball that they could use, before they come, and they try to work out with it. But again, these guys just got done playing, a lot of them, right before this event, about, a few weeks before. Nice kick out of Aluma. He's going to hit that shot while he's here. He could do it.
I've seen it.
Yep, good call. And so another thing to talk about, Jordan, is the officiating here. So years past, they've always had college officials. As we go into a timeout, we'll stay with you here on Prep Spin and talk about the officiating. So this year they've got NBA, guys that I believe used to be in the G League, and now they're trying to get to the NBA, and there's supervisors here. But before, they used to use college referees, guys that had done the NCAA tournament. And, we've always had awesome officials here. And these guys, I'd say, so far are doing a good job.
So far, so good, James.
And they always let them play, which is kind of the famous Portsmouth flow of the game. And, they let them really get after it. And that's what we like to see because of the flow.
Transitioning pretty seamlessly here.
But yeah, that was one thing that I was a little worried about when I heard a few weeks ago that they were going to bring in the new officials. I was thinking, or they could try to, show off with calls and different things like that. But so far, they're letting them get after it, and that's something these guys have to get used to because the NBA teams want to see, okay, who's going to be able to play through contact, who is going to be able to play, with the flow, with not getting tired. And then also, who's not going to get frustrated with the officials. I think I've only seen one technical foul here in 9 years.
Do you remember who it was?
I do. He was a Duke player.
Okay.
I remember I was sitting over on the far side table, and he got a technical foul for the camera. It's going to be on the right side for us on the right side, and it was on the wing. And he just had enough of the of the non-whistles and kind of let the referee have it. So. But we're getting back started here on the other side of the break. We're almost 10 minutes in here in game 1 of the week, and we're going to be here on Prep Spin every game. Jordan and I, not both of us every game, but we'll be broadcasting. Prep Spin will be every game from now till Saturday. So keep us tuned in. Here's Nazir Brooks. He had a good first few minutes. That time drew the foul on Paul Atkinson Jr. from Notre Dame. Some good battles early here. I like Atkinson's had some good battles with Aluma, and now with Brooks, and then also on the other side, Trevor Huggins and R.J. Cole, that's going to be something to keep an eye on this game, too, the point guard battle.
Definitely an interesting matchup there. Whoa.
Oh, wow. He tried to bring down the house, break backs out here.
Ooh.
And there's a perfect example
wow.
of a call that, he normally would have expected that call, but he ran into a brick wall with Hawkins, and he got to meet the new floor here pretty good.
Pretty fast.
Yeah. Amazing court, isn't it? They did an awesome job this year.
For sure. Here's Williamson running the point. That's going to be interesting because they're using him as a point guard now. Oh.
Well, that might be his last time playing point. But no, you're right. He's, 6'4" and 205 pounds. So that's definitely an interesting guy to be playing at the 1. Here we got a little
okay, McEwen.
action with. Oh. Nice pass. Oh, he got upstairs for that one. That was your guy, Quentin Jackson. That's what he could do. He is an athlete, and he got way up top and said, "No soup for you today, Jordan," on a Wednesday at Portsmouth.
Janet King foul charge to number 14, Jamal Kane, is first, team's 4th.
Got a full house here today, too. Usually sometimes this opening game, doesn't get as many people. Usually Thursday or Friday are the big days, but really impressive group here. I know everybody was ready to get back.
Especially after missing last year.
Oh, absolutely. This is one of the best events on the whole circuit for not only NBA teams, but local fans and college players and scouts, agent, you kind of name it. This is the spot that you have to be.
The spot for everyone involved, from refs to the organizers, to people in the stands, to NBA. Everyone loves this event.
And it's been going on for 68 years. So
68 years.
I mean, you've got Dennis Rodman played in this event. It's just got such a good history. And every year you have guys come from here that are a little bit unknown, and they get drafted and make careers out of the NBA or not NBA, maybe G League. You've got teams from high-level Europe here, Asia. So there's eyes on these guys from everywhere.
I saw the recent cameo that the PIT put on Twitter about Jimmy Butler.
Oh, yes, he's another big name. Yep.
Huge name.
Absolutely. Kind of came here and made a name for himself. And if I'm not wrong, did Scottie Pippen play? I'm trying to remember if he played in this event or not. But I know Rodman did. And
Rodman definitely did.
You can't get any bigger than that. I would love to call those games with him getting down there and getting rebounds here at Churchland.
I'm pretty sure Pittman would have had to, coming from Central Arkansas.
I would think so, yeah, which is an NAIA school. And, it was cool this year that they included, we have the National D2 Player of the Year, which is in Huggins, and then we have the National D3 Player of the Year, which is
Ryan Turrow.
So very cool to have, both maybe we didn't get the D1 Player of the Year, but we got the D2 and the D3, and we got a lot of other high-level D1 guys. So it's always cool to see them kind of go up against each other. Good defense there. Tough shot.
Jared Roden again.
Jared Roden.
He's finding a rhythm right now.
6'6" out of Seton Hall. Nice, tough basket there.
Lengthy 3-and-D guy.
And there's R.J. Cole again, kind of causing havoc. He's just been a real nightmare to guard on the perimeter. Nobody's been able to stay in front of him.
Makes sense. He's got a great handle. Running the show here.
And it's pretty cool to see. I talked to, on the way in here, I saw Isaiah Austin, you'll see him on the far side, the big 7-footer, who's coaching the Norfolk Sports Club. And he's got an impressive story, playing at Baylor and then having the eye problem.
Marfan's.
And he now is doing some work in the NBA. And, he had a nice little career overseas, played well there, and now it's really cool to see him here at Portsmouth getting his feet wet on the coach's side a little bit.
Excellent player, excellent person.
Absolutely. Those are the key rebounds to get. Nice rebound there for Brooks. He's played well here this week. I like his motor. I believe he has about 6 points as we try to get this stat broadcast going for you. Still no box score at this time, but we'll get that up and running for you guys at home. And if you don't, I'm sure that the scoreboard is on your
Roden's
screen.
getting some confidence here.
He's getting it. Yeah, so it's 20-14 now for Norfolk, and they trailed, I think, early 2-0, but they've been able to come back, and they've had a nice little lead. Here's Cole again, and this time they are on him like white on rice. That's Roden, right? On him.
That's Williamson.
Williamson. So that's the number that we have messed up a little bit. Williamson's number 12.
Courtney Ramey out in transition. They finish. Oh.
It's always so interesting here. If you could go up for a layup, you better dunk it. Because there's about 3 guys coming out of nowhere to spike that thing.
And even if you're trying to dunk it,
it still might get spiked up to where we are. Again, though, I mean, the guys have heated back up, but still, you're going to see lower scoring games here. You know, you'll occasionally see a game in the 80s or so, but mostly, you know, games in the 70s.
I think especially for the first early games, these guys are still building chemistry.
Exactly. They've only been here, you know, a lot of these guys got in yesterday. Some guys got in today. They did testing this morning. They'll do more combine testing tomorrow. So nice take there. That's Peyton Willis out of Minnesota. 6'4", good strong take. Cook took the contact, great body control. Another missed 3 short.
Jimmy Boeheim.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about him, but man, how do we forget about Jimmy Boeheim?
Great move. Oop.
So Boeheim, of course, Syracuse player. If you know, you would have figured that, right? And could really shoot the 3. So look for him to maybe have a big game this week from 3. Has a great feel for the game. Jordan can really score in ISO situations, and you know, we'll see how he does here. Going up against all man-to-man defense.
I mean, the guy drives the lane pretty well too when he can't get the 3-point shot off.
This is him right here on the wing. Let's see. He's guarded by Usher, so they know each other very well. They didn't have to have a scouting report written. They already had that report. Shot clock. That shot clock might be an issue. Usually here early again. That's another thing we didn't talk about is adjustment. With the 24 seconds as opposed to the 35 from college. So again, we're seeing these crossover rules. You know, some college rules, some NBA rules. You know, it's the Portsmouth rules. We'll just call them that. Here's a little horns action here for Norfolk Sports Club. Nice screen from Aluma. There you go. Nice pull-up jumper.
That's okay. Keep shooting that.
It's a good shot. Yep, that was a good shot there. Boeheim's really being pressured on the perimeter. So they get it down low to Nate Watson for Providence.
Difficult to contain in there.
Oh, wow, they called it offensive goaltending. So it would have missed, but he got it above the rim. And they're not playing the European FIBA rule where you can touch it on the rim as soon as it hits where it's live. So you definitely can't grab it when it's in the cylinder. That's what he did there. So give Watson those 2 points. Huggins gets it back, controlling the offense here. Nice first step there.
Move.
Good cut by
Great
Usher.
Cut.
Great cut for Usher. That's a good offensive possession right there for Norfolk Sports Club. And they're looking like a tough team. Didn't you say that might be your pick?
That was my pick before this game.
We better hope they win. Okay, get ready. Get ready.
Look out.
Okay, we'll give you a 5 for that one. Lucas Williamson with the two-handed rim grazer, we'll call it. Oh, I think Usher might have gotten underneath Watson there a little bit. So Watson's going to find himself a trip to the free throw line.
Number 14, Jordan Usher, his 3rd.
So 24-18 here with Norfolk Sports Club in the lead in the white jerseys.
Nate Watson from Providence with 2 shots.
Did you see Watson play this year, Jordan?
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about him.
He's so difficult to contain in the paint. Just massive inside. Great back to the basket player. Teams are looking to see how he can switch on the perimeter, whether or not he can guard on switches, and whether he can expand his outside game.
Okay. He's done a lot of work this game so far there on the left block. Okay, don't go under Huggins on the screen because he'll shoot that and he'll make that. He already has one today.
Good pass. Oh, there's Jackson again.
Silky smooth. Jackson, Quentin Jackson from Texas A&M with the silky smooth jumper.
He looks good early.
It does, and don't look now, but they've come back a little bit. There's Aluma. We
There
know he
you
can
go.
make that shot. Yep.
There's your guys answering.
Debbie Aluma from Virginia Tech with the 3. Gets back that separation from Norfolk. It leads now by 5 with less than 5 minutes to go. Man, this first half's going by fast. Might have time to go to the media room, get us some more food. They always do a great job here with the media food.
Amazing job.
Oh, there you go.
Great back to the basket spin move.
Watson about to tear the rim down there. We've never seen a broken backboard here at Portsmouth. I hope it's not this year, but you never know.
Hope not too.
We want to keep this event going. Usher with the jab. Nice patience there on the perimeter. Somebody should have cut. I'm surprised Usher didn't keep going in on that one. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes you see overpassing early on, right? And then other times you see it's just depending on which team. But I feel like I'd rather overpass early on than one guy hog it.
Absolutely true. I mean, we've seen guys hog it at this event, and it's never fun.
It's never good for anybody, especially if you're on that team. I know
they never win.
No. Here's another little horns action. Nice pass there to Aluma. Tries to get the handle on it. Tries to draw the foul. I don't know if there was supposed to be a call there or not, but no call. But anyways, we're out and we're running. Here's Boeheim. Another time that guys thought there was a call. And we're just going here, man. We're getting up and down.
Keep going.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Oh,
See, guys are starting to get frustrated a little bit with the no calls, which, hey, I like to see it, man. Let these guys go. Now we get some substitutions. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here, Jordan. So we are going to take a quick timeout, and we'll bring it back on the other side of the timeout. So stay here with us. We're now back with you here live here at the game 1 of the 68th Portsmouth Invitational. I'm James Blackburn, joined by
Jordan Tyler.
Jordan Tyler, baby. I love it. Jordan, so you've worked for Real GM now for, is it going on 7+ years?
No, no longer with Real GM.
No longer, but you were with them for a while.
But yeah, I was with them for maybe 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah, just covering the draft, all things NBA draft, also international scouting.
Absolutely. So, Jordan, that's how we met, because I know that you did a great job with them, realgm.com. They do an amazing job, and you were one of the key pieces there to give them a bunch of reports and, saw a ton of games.
Yeah, I was here every year, and that's how we met.
Jordan Usher comes out of the timeout with the air ball 3. Tough shot there. It was out of a set play.
R.J. Cole's back in. Let's see what he does.
Guarded now by Huggins. Or is it Hudgens? Hudgens, sorry, right. Yeah, Trevor Hudgens. give Boeheim a clear out. ISO.
Good move. Oof.
Yep, just a little short. And again, there's that ACC matchup. Usher versus Boeheim. Syracuse versus Georgia Tech.
He's pushing him far out on that jump hook.
Great matchup here.
Good pass. Oh.
You know, that's another thing early on to see is the pump fake always works in the Portsmouth because guys are trying to jump out of their shoes to block shots and everybody's anxious. So if you're able to pump fake, whether that's in the perimeter or in the post, that's going to get a lot of guys to bite.
Shot fake and go.
Oh, yeah. We've got another timeout here, so we're going to take another break, and we'll see you right back on the action on the other side. Here we go. We're now back live. 2:43 left in the first period. Here, game one of. How many games are there this week? There's a lot. There's 2 today. You can see 7 and 9. Then we'll have 3:15, 7, 9 tomorrow. 3:15, 7, 9 on Saturday, and then we'll have 4 games. Or I'm sorry, on Friday. Then we'll have 4 games Saturday. So that's a total of 6, 8 plus 4, 12 games. So game one of 12 here.
Off his foot.
And we're going to be with you the whole time. Again, not Jordan and I. I think we'll be pretty tired by then. But you'll see a couple of big, heavy hitters come in for game 2 tonight. Tyler Gatlin and Tanner Massey will be on the call. And we'll be kind of mixing up our broadcast teams here all week. RJ Cole doing some dancing on the perimeter. Great defense there by Hawkins.
Ooh,
forces a tough pass. And there's a turnover. Here comes Norfolk. Better step out on Hudgens. Dangerous pass. RJ Cole gets it back for his previous mistake. And here comes Yanni King.
Here's Boeheim.
Oh, nice.
There he is. Nice up and under.
Yeah. Came up on one side, didn't like the way it looked, and decided to just shoot it on the other side. Great defense there by Cole. Oh. He's out. Little off balance there, seeing a little out of control action.
Trying to push the pace of this. I think that's.
Yeah, guys are trying to get some easy points in transition. We haven't seen a lot of that, especially, everybody's pretty much going to be running similar sets this weekend. You're going to see some horns actions. You're going to see some double picks at the top, some pick and rolls.
I feel like for these two teams, it's kind of a style contrast. I feel like this Norfolk Sports Club is more of a half-court team, whereas Johnny King is looking to push the pace.
I agree. Johnny King definitely has some athletes, that's for sure.
For sure.
Boeheim, that's what we know he could do. Jimmy Boeheim with the
Jimmy
3.
Buckets.
That's what they call him. Nice little ghost screen there for I believe that was Hawkins. Gives it to Brooks in the paint. Brooks is battling with Paul Atkinson, who never gave up an inch. Tough 3 on the Ray Allen step back, toeing the line.
Jackson again in transition.
He's had a good game here.
Yep.
Got a really tight contest, 1-point game with under a minute left. Go in the first half. Here comes that double high screen. Switches to they're looking for a lot of Hawkins and Hudgens
Good tipping.
for the pick and roll at the top.
Ramey's been super active this game.
He has.
Like how he's looked.
Yeah, Courtney Ramey, 6'3", might be a little generous from my angle, but he's definitely he's a pogo stick, that's for sure.
Can he shoot it? That's the question.
That's going to be a question for multiple guys here, absolutely. Here's Kobe McLuhan,
Nice.
gets it to Jimmy Buckets.
Ooh.
Followed up the made three with the air ball three. Just trying to get the depth perception. First time, I mean, I doubt any of these players have ever played here at Churchland High School before.
With an NBA line, too.
The home of the Truckers, don't forget it. So now we're going to get, they're not going to have time to hold for one. I mean, they'll hold for one, but there's going to be a little bit of separation, about 5 seconds between the two clocks. Oh, great hustle there for Hawkins to save the possession. Here's Hudgens.
Nice move, Ramey.
Good shot.
Bounce jumper.
Courtney Raymond, 2 back-to-back buckets, and 3 seconds here for Boeheim.
Oh, good move. Nice take.
I didn't get it off in time, so we're going to go to the break with Norfolk Sports Club 34, Yanni King with 31. We will see you guys on the other side of halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be advised as we get ready to start the second half. And for the Norfolk Sports Club, Jared Roden is in number 10, and Lucas Williamson is number 12. Jared Roden is number 10. Lucas Williamson is number 12. Basket by Jared Roden.
Did switch that up. Maybe the guys picked up the wrong jersey in the locker room. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Here's the big boys down here on the block. Little off balance on that hook there for Watson. Good defense by Brooks, and that's a battle to see. Here's Brooks. Biggs going at it. Early foul called in the second half. So Norfolk Sports Club has generally been up this game anywhere from about 3 to 6 points, kind of the whole day, the whole game.
Except for the first 4 minutes where it was kind of
where it was about 2-0 for about four minutes there. Nice
Good
pocket pass. Brooks finishes it off. Brooks is, what's that give him now? Is he up to 8 or 10 now?
That gives him 6.
6, okay. Biggs feasting her early.
Wow.
Getting a lot of opportunities.
Showing that long jumper. Here we go, Nate Watson.
You're right, showing off that range that we said might be something that he needs to show these scouts that are here.
Roden again. Oh, and again he hits it.
Jared Roden, nice possession there. Got the ball moving from side to side. Aluma operating in his sweet spot, which is top of the key. And you're right, Yanni King just kind of looks disoriented a little bit in the half court. You know, they just they're a better fast break team. Absolutely, it's good defense here by Norfolk. Gets him in the end of the clock. Tough three. Oh, he did everything. The last thing you want to do is foul a guy from about, what is that? Probably 34 feet from the hoop.
Bailout.
Played great defense for 23 seconds and then foul a shooter. You know, one thing I'd like to see here, they would never do it, but I would love to see him shoot 1 for 2 and then maybe 2 for 3 on the free throw line just to speed things up a little bit. They did that in the G League.
I know.
This year.
Saw that.
Yeah.
It's a great rule.
Very interesting. Makes you really earn it. from
keeps
the free throw
pace.
line.
Keeps the pace moving and the flow of the game. Preserves it, so players can sort of go on a run, and then there's not a giant pause where then they lose their rhythm and go cold.
Absolutely. They all thought it was 2 free throws as stepped in.
No, that was a long foul. What do you think of Roden so far?
I like him. He's kind of been one of these kind of sleeper guys in my view that kind of people, the type of guy that can make a lot of noise at the Portsmouth. He gets a lot of opportunities on the perimeter, and if he hits that shot, he's going to get some high-scoring games here.
Marquee matchup now. They got Jackson matched up with Roden. It's a marquee matchup of the day.
Oh, yeah. Not a big fan of that call. I hate off-the-ball calls that don't have anything to do with the action, especially here at Portsmouth. Let them play a little bit. So second half has kind of been a little slow here.
Slow moving,
the pace is really slowed. Yeah, they'll get it going. Got a little 1-4 action here flat with a high ball screen for Cole. So he's looking to operate. Nothing going though. Nice change of pace. Good little floater in the paint.
Oh, he had the lob.
He did. Here's Aluma leading the break. He did that a lot this year, and then he would pull it from 3. Second half is kind of starting the way the first half did, where nobody could kind of find a rhythm and score. Here's your guy, Quentin Jackson. He had a nice first half. Did you see him this year at Texas A&M?
I did, especially towards the end of the year when they ended up upsetting Auburn. He was phenomenal. Guy has amazingly quick hands. Oh, great move.
So that thing is silky smooth, man. That's his second 3 of the game, and he had another one on the right wing here in the first half, and looks really good.
He's just got a great first step, and that threat of that is really taking his defender off guard. Oh,
nice rebound there for Luma. Jackson. He snatched that one. You're not taking it from him.
Definitely not.
Once Watson tucks that thing, nobody in the gym's taking it from him.
Good pull up.
Ramsey comes out of the pile.
See if they push the tempo.
Oh, nice pass up ahead.
Oh, great pass.
That looks like one of the dunks I did back in the day, where you go up and lay it in and then grab the rim with 2 hands.
That's me all day.
I don't know if that really counts as a dunk, but it counts as 2 points, though.
In our mind.
They are all over the big fella, Watson, and he gets the hoop in the harm. The old-fashioned 3-point play. They were double-teaming him.
So if the tempo is going to slow down like this, he's the player to go to for sure. Just a force in the paint.
It's just so
especially
strong.
With Brooks out.
Yeah, I was going to say, with Brooks out, they're having a hard time. They're kind of double-teaming him with Aluma. They're throwing Hawkins in there, but nobody out there weighs 260 like Watson does. So he's going to be a load in the paint. But now they're putting a lot of length on the floor. So you've got, Jordan Ushers, who's 6'7", Ryan Hawkins, who's 6'7", and then you've got KV Aluma, who's 6'8". So you've got 3 guys with length and athleticism on the floor right now for Norfolk. And on the other end, Yanni King is kind of almost going small across the board. They've got, all their guards in with Cole. They've got Willis in. They've got McEwen in.
They're trying to push the pace.
Yeah, and then they've got almost like 4 of their smallest guys surrounded by Nate Watson. So it's pretty cool to see this change of both teams kind of doing a little bit different strategy here.
Yeah, a lot of sloppy play early.
And now Yanni King takes out one of their guards and puts in Boeheim, who, you never would have thought that Jimmy Boeheim's 6'8". You always thought of him more as like that 6'5" guy, but he's a big guy. He's a legit 6'8".
I remember watching him against Villanova, and he just shot over the top every time he would get in the paint. Villanova's top guy, Dixon, is like 6'8", so I noticed, and I'm like, this guy is very tall.
Absolutely. There's Hudgens, who's been quiet in the second half, but has that one just rattle out. You could tell, though, he could have some good games here for three.
Absolutely.
That should have been a shot there from Willis. And again, you see some of these times these guys are used to shooting that shot, but because of the extended three-point line, maybe they're hesitating a little bit because maybe they missed one short earlier.
Also, maybe it's the stage early on.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Like, guys are trying to figure it out. Whoa! How many steps did he get there? I think he picked it up about at the red line. But
halfway across the country with that one.
He did. I think he beat the referees down the court. That's what happened.
Glad he's okay, though.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you have that, you talked about it earlier, Jordan, the bleachers behind the backboard on both ends, right? We've seen some really close collisions on both sides here over the years, especially with the NBA guys on this side. We've seen some guys go pretty deep into the bleachers there.
Nowhere else you get to fly into your future employer, right?
Definitely. You know, the first half had a great flow to it. The second half just seems to be going a little slower, but we're doing good here with the refs are doing their best to keep it on schedule, and you know, some of these guys playing this 9 p.m. game, there could be that's a little different, you know.
Yeah.
Some of these guys used to 7 p.m. tip-offs.
Do a midnight game too.
It's all about the adjustments. That's what it's all about. Who's going to adjust? There's Hudgens. Little handoff. Good defense. Great defense this time for Yanni King.
There's Hudgens.
Yep, that's his second three of the game, and he could definitely make that shot. So the D2 National Player of the Year, Jordan Tyler's guy. Saw him probably this year more than about any scout. I know I did watch the National Championship game this year. I believe that was on CBS.
Yeah.
I want to say.
What did you think?
And they played Augusta.
Yes.
That's down in my area. That's part of the Peach Belt Conference. Augusta had a great year, and they had a good big themselves, a seven-footer, but he got in foul trouble early. But hey, it was the Hudgens show, though. I mean, he was just unstoppable. I think he had 20 points at halftime.
I just remember him creating space, and it's ridiculous to see just the crossover step back, something you don't really see too much at the D2 level.
Exactly.
So complete.
And that was Watt Atkinson's there on the other end with the miss.
Aluma, another three.
Another three. That's his spot.
Top of the key.
So we're going to get a timeout here as Norfolk has stretched the lead out to 8. And we're going to be right back after the break. We're back here out of the timeout. Don't know how many timeouts they get in these games, but White seems to have used most of them. Do you see that up on the scoreboard? It looks like one timeout maybe. No, that's foul count. I don't see the timeouts. Well, 4 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So again, they don't get the media timeouts, but they give them plenty of opportunities to stop the action. A lot of half-court basketball here.
Good pull-up by Willis.
Yeah, good defense there too by Hawkins, sliding his feet, taking away the first step. So he.
Nice backdoor. Oh, good pass. You got to catch that.
Nice pass. Oh, good little juke there by Luma. He's had a good game, man. He really has.
He's a good player.
You know, I believe he might have had an extra year to use. I could be mistaken, Jordan.
I believe he came from Wofford, right?
He did, so I'm not sure if he had an extra year, so I don't want to speak on that too much, but, you know, it's good to see him here. He's definitely a well-deserved spot.
For sure.
Long three there, a little bit too long, and Atkinson cleans up the mess on the rebound.
You can get a better shot than that.
There's that first step we talked about.
Kane. Here's Jackson.
Again, they're at the late clock situations.
Ooh, pull up three. Ooh, no.
And Blue's going to keep it, but they are down 10 here. 12:38 left here in the second half. Not playing quarters, playing two halves.
I would try to get Jimmy open for some threes.
Yeah, you know, that's always an interesting thing, Jordan, is these guys have come from all different conferences, sometimes even different divisions, you know, with the D2 and D3. But there's a huge breakdown of defense.
That rim's coming down.
Kobe McEwen made sure that one was not coming out. But they're used to it in college. They get scouting reports right before every game, and they get all that stuff. Well, here, you know, nobody has scouting reports. I mean, so they're trying to figure it out on the fly. Okay, who's a shooter? Who's a non-shooter? Who's a driver? Who favors the right hand? Who, you know, and so that's another one of those adjustment categories. Nice extra pass to the corner, and there's Boeheim, like you said, just rattled out on the three, but that's the most open he's been all game.
Can't leave him open like that. Get into a rhythm.
Aluma, that's just such a simple shot. You know, he just gets into it, shoots it, and
he missed it, but
barely
good touch
missed
on
it.
that.
Yeah. Oh, nice sweet take there. Good for Peyton Willis out of Minnesota.
Basket is good by Peyton Willis, and the foul is charged to the Sports Club number 22, Kevin Aluma, his second. Team's fourth.
So I never got to ask you about what you thought about the Final Four this year.
Oh, man, you know, the Duke, I'm from North Carolina, so the Duke-North Carolina game, that was like a national holiday in North Carolina this year.
Unbelievable game.
And it lived up to all the hype. That was the great thing about it. I mean, unbelievable. And North Carolina, I mean, after beating Duke on Coach K Day, and then coming in, I mean, I think everybody would have picked Duke to revenge the loss. And give Carolina credit, but, you know, they just ran out of gas there in the national championship game.
I felt like it was injury carousel over there.
Oh, yeah. Long two for Courtney Ramey, and he had a good first half.
Oh, good roll.
Great pass and good finish for Paul Atkinson out of Notre Dame. And you're right, the pass set it all up. Quentin Jackson, again, he's had a heck of a game. He's definitely a top 4 performer, I'd say, in this first game.
I would say so, yeah.
Oh, he got rid of it. So that's the second time they've called Brooks on an offensive foul.
Got to stop pushing.
Yeah, he looked up and put his head over his hands and gave the George Costanza, you know, look.
Got to stop pushing the guards in the paint.
Definitely.
Okay, RJ Cole's back in.
A lot of times you get a steal, and then you get it stolen right back from you. I remember I coached high school ball for 3 years, and that was the first thing the guy I coached for said. He said, if you get a steal, unless you're going to be able to steal it, get rid of it. Because so many times you see that where you get a steal, and then you get it taken right back. Happens more times than you would think at pretty much every level of basketball, too.
Did your team have a lot of guys leaking up ahead?
No, I mean, it's just one of those things that, ever since I heard that, you just kind of see that a lot. There's Hudgens for another three, and he's showing that he definitely belongs here.
Heating up a little bit. Yeah.
Nice extra pass.
There you go.
Okay, now the guys are getting rolling.
Yeah, there we go.
RJ Cole.
Answer.
So we're starting to get the action, the pace picking up here a bit.
Hudgens versus Cole. Oh, good rebound by Brooks. Nice putback and one.
So that time he did get the offensive foul. He did it. Now I'm trying to remember, Jordan, what's the foul count here? I know it's not 5. Is it? And I don't think it's 6. Is it 7? I want to say. That's something we're gonna try to find out.
Yeah, we'll find that out.
Because we could definitely hit up some of our connections here and find out what the.
I think it's 6.
Is it NBA Rule 6? I wouldn't be surprised if they made it 7, just because you don't want to see a guy foul out of Portsmouth with only 8 guys on your team. But
maybe 10 like summer league. Right?
Yeah, you gotta love that, right? 10. That is true. I wish when I played, I had 10 fouls. I might have used about 9 of them.
You don't even need a bench for that.
No. I love, Norfolk sports defense all game. They've really pushed them to some late clock situations and forced tough shots like that one right there. That's a tough shot for Watson. He flexed on him a little bit there.
Yeah, good shot over length.
Yeah, but if you're Norfolk, that's the shot you want to force every time.
Absolutely. You see how far away from the basket he is?
Mm-hmm.
That's great defense.
There's that pump fake. You pump fakes here.
There's Williamson.
He's had a great game out of Loyola Chicago. They had a good year this year too.
They did. Came up a little flat against Ohio State, but just a great team. Uh-oh, don't leave him open. Oh.
We're down there with a wrestling match. Wonder if we have the floor able to get mopped here. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we got a mop on that side.
I see that. I don't think they want to wait for him to walk all the way down to the other end.
Maybe. Oh, there we go.
There we go. So we're finally below 10 minutes here in the second half as this one has come to. The pace has just really slowed down here in the second half.
For sure.
A foul charged against number 20, Nate Watson, in his third. Team's third.
What do you think about these guys' conditioning, Jordan? Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary with guys?
I feel like everyone's a little bit slow, but I don't know if that's from days off, or just a little rust coming in. Probably a little travel rust.
Absolutely. It's not like they got here a week ago. And the guys that drove in, as opposed to maybe flying in from California, it's a huge difference. You drive in, you don't have to go through the airports. You don't have the time zone change, and again, there's no time to get used to that. You just kind of go.
Yeah, for sure, that's definitely an adjustment. But by the third, fourth game, they're going to be okay, fully adjusted, I think.
For sure. More free throws. I don't remember this many free throws last year.
No, never.
So I was expecting maybe a little bit more, but the referees have done a solid job.
Okay.
Yanni King trying to keep this game within reach. I know Norfolk has been up by double-digit mark a couple times, but every time they get up 10, Yanni King makes a little run, gets it back to 4, gets it back to 6.
Hanging around.
What, man, he skied for that rebound.
That's a travel, right?
Yeah, they called it on the baseline, but that was an impressive board by Jamal Kane out of Oakland. He can,
wow.
I mean, he could leap. Did you see Oakland play this year?
No, I really didn't see Oakland play. I saw him during his time with Marquette.
Okay.
Being in a Villanova grad.
Yeah, I love Oakland's coach. They do a great job there. He's a fun guy, and they've got a good program out there on the West Coast. There he is, step back.
Oh, great.
And guys are getting all over the floor. There's the jump ball call before the timeout could be secured. Aluma checks in for a tired Brooks, but man, he did work out there. He was playing hard. I love his energy on the floor. That's what you want to see from these big guys, Jordan. Hey, can you play with energy? Can you run the floor? Can you finish above the rim? And how's your conditioning level? And I mean, he's showing that pretty well here.
Yeah. Trying to make some back to the basket moves too, and he's done a great job on Nate Watson, I have to say, forcing him to some tough shots.
Absolutely. And okay, so here's another rule change. We're gonna have the real jump ball, not the arrow.
Okay. I mean, that's why they kept him in, right?
This is the first time these guys have ever done a jump ball like this.
Okay.
Good kick ahead pass by Usher. He gets it back.
Usher.
Nice play there. Great play. Nice little pitch back action. Nice little shake up.
Good defense.
Long three.
For Willis.
Yeah.
Nice pass by Roden.
Brooks has shot that earlier, but that time he made the cross pass over to Hudgens, who was wide open.
Yeah, he normally hits that.
Yeah, he does. He still played well today. A little bit too much there, and Hudgens gets it out and gets the easiest 2 of the day. And there's going to be a timeout from Yanni King as Norfolk goes back up 10 with 7 minutes left. We're going to take another break. We'll be back on the other side. So we're back here for the second half, out of the timeout. 7 minutes left.
What do you think Yanni King can do to come back in this one?
I mean, they've got to get into their actions earlier. I mean, they're just getting to a lot of late clock plays, and they're not getting clean looks.
Yeah, defense is tough here.
So they got to do more stuff like this right here. So he's got to finish that. Atkinson had a clear, and now look, they're getting to, they're under 10 on the clock, and it's one-on-one on the perimeter.
Yeah, against a really good defender.
Yeah, so again, now they've got 5 on the clock. So that was a great play. They got into their action, but Atkinson had it in the middle of the paint there, and he's got to make a play.
He's got to look to score on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too talented a post player.
Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of opportunities like that here, so you have to take advantage of them when you do get them.
Tough shot.
Yeah, you had to shoot it with 1 on the shot clock.
Wow, balanced jumper by Roden again.
He sized him up. Saw he had the mismatch, and that's just an easy pull-up. Great pass.
There you go. Nice block.
Aluma came over the top, was beat, but made a great play, like you said.
That's called laying out.
Nice job by Usher. He's played with a lot of energy here on the perimeter. And
like his defense, right?
Oh, yeah. That could be – man, if he could do that and he could hit the 3 consistently, watch out, because we already know he has the athleticism and the size. And somebody's calling out a fake shot clock. He didn't bite for it, though. Here comes Roden again. Seton Hall. Great pass to Usher. Right back to Roden. Probably good decision there to not shoot it. They do have the 12-point lead.
Oh,
man, big rebound there.
That's a killer, right?
Oh, yeah. Now we get below 5 minutes, and now Isaiah Austin's going to bring his team in, Norfolk Sports Club, and take a timeout. So we'll take another break here, and we'll be right back.
And we're back to the action. Back to the action. So we got Norfolk Sports Club. Really think that this team has a shot to win it all. I really do. They got the defenders on the wing. They got Hudgens running the show. And they really have all the pieces they need to be a prime half-court team here. Okay, here we go.
No, you're definitely right. That was your pick. You know, before you even saw any of the teams, you said, man, I think Norfolk Sports Club might win this thing, James. So far, they've looked good. Aluma, Hudgens. Oh, waved it off. Close.
No basket, shot clock violation.
Yeah, I mean, Brooks has had moments today. Aluma's looked good all the whole time. Jordan Usher's played well. Lucas Williamson and Jared Roden on the wings, and then of course Trevor Hudgens. So they've and then even Courtney from Texas. So really every single piece on their team has contributed.
For sure. I really like Quentin Jackson right now, and the matchup with him and Roden. Nice move by Atkinson inside.
That's his wheelhouse right there in the paint.
That's what he needs to do if they're going to come back in this one.
Definitely. See if it's too little too late as we get below 5 minutes here in the game.
Ooh, good roll.
Oh, Another rim grazer there for Luma, but it counts. And
another James dunk for you.
Yeah. Shoot, my age, I'd be lucky to get up towards the net at this point. Oh, nice
good hands.
I'm glad they let him go there. You know, you got plays in this gym where, yes, you could go up and really try to make the highlight block, but probably it's not going to happen and then somebody's going to get hurt. You don't want to see anybody get hurt at this game.
No.
Or this event, I should say.
Definitely not. Player safety.
You know, it's happened sometimes every year where somebody gets hurt that first game and you just feel terrible that, you know, they can't continue on after being here and deserving this opportunity.
Yeah, because it's not just the NBA scouts, there's international
guys.
Oh,
that's
great.
Beautiful. Great pass there. Oh, was that your guy Williamson, right?
Yeah, Williamson to Aluma.
To Aluma, and that's, man, Aluma has just been, his feel for the pick and roll game has been on point today.
It's great. He's just super active, and he's fought hard defensively too.
He looks tired right now, but hey man, stay in, big fella. You're playing well. Your team's up 16 points. We've got substitutions. Might be the last substitutions. Some of the last ones of the day, and let these guys kind of finish this one out.
Everybody, Luma with one shot.
Nice.
And I would venture to say, if I was a betting man, I'd bet the Norfolk Sports Club hangs on to this lead.
I'd say so.
Yeah, 17 points has been very hard to come by.
James making a dart for the hospitality room.
Oh, man, that hospitality room's always on point.
Oh, nice.
You got to finish that.
Finish.
A basket by Oakland's Jamal King.
Like you were saying, he's a pretty good athlete.
No, for sure. He's one of the best on the court. There's Aluma again, always operating at that high post out of that pick and pop.
Oh, great pass by Usher.
There's that pump fake.
Ooh.
Oh.
Great strip. Good hands.
You know, White just seems to really be getting their chemistry going too, Jordan.
Yeah, for sure.
They're really passing the ball nicely. Guys are getting touches.
I saw them before the game, and it was kind of a dichotomy here because I saw them like talking off plays. It's just a totally different approach. Wow, great pick. Jackson, woo!
That was some good insight there by you, Jordan. Our man behind the curtain, Jordan Tyler, giving us the behind-the-scenes insight here at Portsmouth. I like it. We don't have a girl down there for doing the sideline interviews, but we're kind of doubling on everything here.
Exactly. Oh, great roll. Nice. Courtney Raymond, wow. Okay, here we go. Jackson, the pick and roll.
$15-point game. See if they could cut it. There's a big three. Kind of down to 12, but it might be, again, too little too late.
That's what he needs to show, Kane, from the perimeter.
You know, you got to always remember, too, even in a blowout win, blowout loss, whatever it is, you're always trying to show what you could do, you know?
Absolutely.
So you're always being looked at.
But not too much, though.
Yeah.
It's a careful balance.
It's all a balance, yep. Nice play by Usher. He's played well today.
2 for 2? No.
And we should be able to walk this one up, take up the 24-second clock. And he was too slow on the walk up.
That call wouldn't have happened last year.
He didn't even know he was counting. Yeah, the last year they would just said, all right, like let's just let this dude go. But hey, everybody's being evaluated, right?
Absolutely.
Referees. I wonder if they're evaluating the crew up here, evaluating the talent in the booth. You never know, right?
We'll see.
Short three. Great. Oh, led him too far.
Nice pass by,
Couple of saves here. Finally out of bounds.
I just feel like Yanni needs to find an identity.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're going to see that from a lot of teams here. They're just going to be searching for that, absolutely.
Still feeling each other out.
Oh, yeah. And their defense is the thing that I'm really impressed with.
Yeah.
You know, they're forcing so many shots like that, just out of control shots. They haven't given up. They had one breakdown midway through the second half where they let a dunk in the half court. But other than that, I mean, they've helped on both sides, and they've done a nice job.
Jimmy's had a quietly good game.
Who's that?
Jimmy Boeheim.
Oh, yeah. No, he has. He'll make some of those shots and everything, too.
Ooh, missed them both. Nice move by Kane. Great body control.
Yeah, took the contact. They've got Kane weighing in at 191, 6'7", 191, but that time he showed some strength and caught himself maybe 2 points.
Kane with 2 shots.
This has been a fun time here, Jordan. First game. Again, it's always great to be back at the gym. And
glad to be back with you, man. It's been, what, how many years now?
A lot. And
Too many.
We're going to be back here tomorrow on the 3:15 call, right?
For the early bird, right?
For the early bird game. And that will be I believe we'll see Yanni King again.
Okay.
And then versus the loser from Roger Brown's and K&D's, who will be on next. So you'll see, we'll see the 2 losing teams playing at 3:15 game tomorrow. We've got another timeout. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here to finish this one up. Here we are, we're back. 42 seconds left. Norfolk Sports Club's been in command control practically the entire game. Has themselves a nice little comfortable 13-point lead here with 42 seconds left. Isaiah Austin, coach, about to get him the first victory in Portsmouth. And we're just talking about how fun the game's been to call. And we still got another one tonight that we'll be able to watch, and be able to watch some fresh faces on the court. And Roger Brown's and K&D, so these teams are going to be talented. And again, we'll be on the call tomorrow, 3:15. But there's 3 games tomorrow. Make sure you stay with Prep Spin. Doing a great job here. Super professional organization, Jordan. They've got a nice little booth or truck in the back there that I was in it earlier. It's pretty sweet looking.
Awesome.
Got a play there for an open 3. Couldn't capitalize, and this should be the last possession of the game. We'll see. But to get another stoppage. This second half, I'm telling you, I think this thing's taken. This might be the longest second half in Portsmouth history.
For sure.
It has taken a while. Lots of stoppages. What do you think? Over under on if we get out of here with another whistle or not?
I'm going to take the under on it.
Okay. There you go. There's a little SLD action there for you, Jordan. Shaq-like dunk for those that don't know. And this one will probably be the last possession.
Someone's going to bring the rim down. I just have a feeling that they're looking to.
And this has been fun, guys. Norfolk Sports Club gets the first win. They'll be playing tomorrow, and we'll be back at you. So visit us here in about 20 minutes for game 2 of the night.
Final score.
See you tomorrow.
See you guys.
Norfolk Sports Club 78 and Jana King 67.